How is it going, data devices? No data here, and welcome back to another episode of Roblox Assassin. And it is almost October, ladies and gentlemen. It is almost October. It is about mid-September right now, so you know what that means. It's time to start talking about Halloween. This kind of bothers me. Alright, we're like 30 seconds into the video. We're already kind of going off topic, which is probably not a good thing, but like, am I the only person who gets like bothered when people are like already getting hype about Halloween? Well, like, okay, it's not bad if you get hyped about Halloween during like mid-September. Like, that's fine and all. Like, that's great. You can do that. But like, people get mad if people get hyped about Christmas during mid-November, but they get hyped about Halloween during mid-October, and like, that's kind of hypocritical. But whatever, we're not going to talk about that anymore because that is off topic. In any case, Halloween is coming. It is coming. I mean, we do have like a month left, so it is quite a while, but it is time to start talking about the Halloween update, because if you guys don't know, there are usually annual Halloween events in Roblox Assassin with like limited knives and stuff like that. So we are going to speculate. We're going to speculate and discuss what this update may or may not offer, and we are going to look at the possibilities and see what could possibly happen, because that's usually what we do when updates are sure to come. So if you guys are excited for this, be sure to drop a big thumbs up on this video. It helps out a whole lot, and comment down below what you want in this Halloween update, because the Halloween update's coming up soon, so we are going to begin discussing it, and hopefully we will be correct in our predictions, because then we can predict the future always. Well, that's completely false actually, but we'll be like psychics or something, I don't know. Now, before we actually delve into this year's update, let's go over the Halloween updates for the past 2 years. So as you guys know, Assassin was created in around March of 2016. I believe that's when Assassin was created, and they had a Halloween event in 2016. So there was a 2016 Halloween event, there was a common called Sinister, there was a rare called Reaper, and there was a limited time exotic called Skeleton King that we all know and love today. So you could unbox Skeleton King during that time, and now it's super duper rare like 2 years later, so there you go. So 2016, we had Sinister, Reaper, and Skeleton King, and then the 2017 events rolled around, you know, 1 year later, and the zombie came out, the zombie knife, or I guess zombie blade, because that was actually a Roblox event. It was a Roblox event with some, I don't know, movie, I don't remember honestly. But like, it was an actual Roblox event, and for a little while you would play as these creatures. You could play as a sea creature and a werewolf and a vampire every single time, and it was cool, I guess. And if you killed them all and then found the hidden parts of the map, you got the zombie blade, which is pretty cool. There were also some new exotics, so there was a bundle at the time for Pumpkin King, so there was Skeleton King and Pumpkin King, so that was a thing. And of course there was the limited time unboxable exotic, which was Lord Sinister. So for that, for 2017, there was Zombie, which was a legendary, Pumpkin King, which was an exotic, same with Wraith, that was the pet for it, and the Lord Sinister that you could get from the Elite case. The 2017 event also had a limited time map, which is like a haunted mansion, so you could walk around that map and have a good time and kill people, because why not? So now we are here in 2018, Halloween is approaching, it is time to start talking about the 2018 Halloween update. The first question to ask is if there's actually going to be a Halloween event, and I would say there's like a 99% chance there's going to be a Halloween event. That's kind of just something that Prism does, just Halloween events, and it's tradition at this point, so it's like, why not do it? And there's actually evidence toward a Halloween update with some of the knives that we already know about, which I'm going to delve into in a little bit. Now, one concern that many people have when there is a Halloween update, a lot of people are concerned about returning knives. Like, I remember in 2017, a lot of people were really scared that Skeleton King was going to become unboxable again. And I bet some people are just going to be like, no data, why is that a bad thing? More people will get Skeleton Kings. Yes, but Skeleton King will drop in value significantly. It will drop in value so much so that's really not something we want. So we really don't want Skeleton King to come back. Same with Lord Sinister. It's got pretty good value at the moment. It's like 11, 12 exotics. It's pretty good value. We don't really want that to come back or else it will drop. So that's really not something we want, but I don't think that's going to happen. If Prisman was going to add returning knives and bring them back into the game, he probably would have done that last year with Skeleton King. I mean, he could throw a curveball and add Skeleton King back in, because it's been 2 years. It's a very long time. Barely anyone has Skeleton Kings anymore. But I think that is very unlikely. You know, for the most part, Prisman is pretty good at having a very good, interesting economy where there are rare knives. I say the only thing he does wrong is making the champion weapons for competitive mode. I wish those were tradable. I kind of understand why they're not tradable, but I wish they were tradable. But other than that, Prisman is pretty good at making a solid economy for Assassin. So yeah, I don't think the knives are going to come back. What could come back, however, I feel like this could be very much possible. I think what could come back is the map from the 2017 Halloween event. There was a haunted mansion. It was pretty nice, you know, had multiple rooms and hallways. There was one room with like a bookshelf. There was another one with a giant dining table. I think it was very, very cool. So I feel like that could come back as a map. I feel like that would be a good addition. Or alternatively, we could have an entirely new map. I'm also open to that idea, mainly because there are a lot of things that Prisman can do, alright? There are many possibilities that could happen, other than just, you know, a haunted mansion. You know, we could probably think of some other ideas. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but I think a couple of ideas that would be cool is maybe like, I want to say a graveyard, but that was a map. Maybe like a forest where like you have to walk through the trees and like kill people, or maybe like you could hide in the bushes in the forest. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Or maybe it could be like a town instead of like a haunted mansion. There's like a huge town, so like there could be, it could go either way. It could be like it's just a normal town, but it's decorated for Halloween. You could see people trick-or-treating, but I feel like that would kind of be better for the lobby. Or it could be like just a spooky town, and you know, there's skeletons everywhere and pumpkins and there are vampires and bats, and it's like it's not decoration, it's just a spooky town. But honestly, comment down below your ideas for a Halloween map in Assassin, because honestly, I'm not too creative with maps, but I'm pretty sure that you guys can come up with things that are way more creative than what I have. So, if I like your idea, I'll definitely heart it, and maybe even I'll pin one. Maybe if I find like the best Halloween map idea, I might even pin it if it's super cool. So, comment down below what Halloween map could be added into Assassin, because, you know, we can get very creative with this. But let's delve into the conversation that I bet you guys are eager to get into, the knives, guys, alright? So the knives, the pets, etc. Let's get into that. What is going to be added for this Halloween update? Now, I brought this up in a previous video, but there actually is a bundle in Prisman's inventory that was basically already made. So I feel like once the leaf bundle, or what is it, the nature bundle, yeah, once that goes off sale, I feel like this bundle is going to immediately go on sale. And when I brought this up, people are actually kind of mad for some reason. They were just like, wow, thanks for spoiling the bundle. And it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm just giving you guys information. So if you don't want to know the bundle, spoiler alert, you can skip ahead in the video. I don't know by how much, but yeah, spoilers if you don't want to know what the bundle is. But let's delve into what it actually is. It is for the knife, it is the Reaper Axe. So that's something that is pretty cool. A Reaper Axe is like an axe. The Reaper Axe is like a dark, edgy knife. It is super cool. For the pet, there is actually a spider horde. So there's a horde of spiders. And basically, it's like 3 pets in one. So when you equip the spider horde, 3 spiders actually, like, follow you around. So it's like 3 pets in one, which is pretty cool. So there's the Reaper Axe, there is the Spider Horde, and there is also the Cursed effect. So this bundle will have an effect. We really don't know what the Cursed effect actually does, but there is a bit of purple lightning around it, sort of. So hopefully it does something cool. Maybe even better than the magic effect, who knows. But hey, there is purple around this effect, so I do have high expectations for the effect. And the Spider Horde is pretty cool. I do like the idea of 3 pets in one. I feel like that's really unique. And the Reaper Axe is a cool, dark, edgy knife. I feel like this is going to be really high demand when it first comes out. And of course, like every other Halloween update, there's probably going to be a limited knife in a case, like a limited exotic or something like that. And this is a bit of a game changer, if we're going to be honest. If you guys are no doubt aware, in July there was an update that added the heroic case. So this is going to be the first ever assassin event with the heroic case in it, and that is a pretty big game changer, because obviously in events there would just be a limited exotic in the elite case, but now that there's a heroic case, Prisman could throw a curveball and give us something rather unique. One possibility that he could do is he could put the limited exotic in the heroic case, so there would just be a limited exotic in the heroic case. Honestly, I hope this doesn't happen, and the reason that I hope it doesn't happen is because I feel like it would be too easy to get that knife, honestly. Like, you know, when you get a limited exotic from the elite case, you know, the elite case is like 20% chance exotic, so you need pretty good luck to get that exotic. Like, it's 20% chance for any exotic, and then, you know, you have to get lucky to get that specific limited exotic. So I feel like, you know, that luck aspect makes those limited knives very rare. And if you add it in the heroic case where it's 80% exotic, then I feel like it's just going to be too easy. I feel like it's just going to be too easy for a limited exotic. So if there is a limited exotic, I really hope it's in the elite case. I just feel like that's better. You know, the heroic case could change some stuff, but I feel like the elite case could be better. But there are other possibilities. One possibility that I would really like is a limited mythic in the heroic case. I feel like that would be really, really good. You know, first of all, you're more likely to get an exotic from the elite case than you are to get a mythic from the heroic case, so I feel like this limited mythic would have very, very low odds of somebody unboxing it. I mean, obviously not the lowest chances in the world, but I feel like you need considerably good luck to get it. It's a very expensive case, so I feel like that would be really, really good. And we would have the first ever limited mythic that is not a competitive prize. Technically, at the moment, Champion Blade is a limited, unobtainable mythic, but I really want, you know, a event knife or something like that to be unobtainable, and for it to be a mythic. I feel like that would be really, really cool. So hopefully, Prisman adds a limited mythic in the heroic case. I feel like that would be a very unique event. And, you know, it would increase demand for the heroic case, because, you know, we just need more demand for the heroic case. And heck, you could do both, you know, limited exotic in the elite case and then limited mythic in the heroic. It's a possibility. It's something that can happen. Also, guys, now is a very, very good time to start saving up. Start saving up tokens for this Halloween update, because who knows what it's going to be. Most people want to save up tokens to ensure that they have a lot of tokens so that they could unbox and hopefully get the special limited edition knife. So now might be a good idea to just start saving up. Just start collecting tokens and don't stop until the Halloween update comes, and, you know, maybe you'll unbox the new knife pretty quickly. As for the actual knife that we are going to have to unbox, we really don't know. It's not in Prisman's inventory at the moment, so it's all up in the air at the moment. I think some people speculated Skeleton Scythe, which is like Skeleton King, but it's a scythe, and it actually looks pretty freaking cool. So I certainly wouldn't mind that getting into Assassin. That'd be really cool. There's also the Hollow's Edge from Murder Mystery 2, which is basically a purple Lord Sinister. That might be kind of lazy. Honestly, that might be kind of lazy because it's just a reskin of another knife. But you can't complain with purple, you know? And hey, during the 2017 Halloween update, a lot of people speculated, including me, a lot of people speculated Skeleton Queen, which would be pretty freaking cool, honestly. Skeleton Queen, that would be a great knife to have. I think another good idea would also be the Halloween Saber. This is also something that a lot of people wanted for 2017 Halloween, but it never actually came to be. Because, you know, we have the Halloween Saber, we have the Krampus, we have the Spring Saber. So a Halloween Saber would be a really good close-off to the Saber set. Because the Saber set, there's only 3 Sabers. So I feel like to have a 4th Saber, that would just be a good way to close it off, because like there's 4 trading slots, so to have another Saber in there, I feel like it would be really satisfying, and just even another Saber would look really, really cool. Maybe like pumpkins around it. I don't know, it's an idea. Gonna throw it up in the air. So yeah, be sure to comment down below any other knives that you would like to have added in for the Halloween update, because who knows what's going to happen? You know, it's all up in the air in the moment. It could be a huge surprise. Who knows what it's going to be? Code knives, I feel like those are very important. You know, 2016 had 2 code knives, I believe, and 2017 got 0 code knives. So hopefully there's at least 1 Halloween code knife, because, you know, Prisman has been very active with the codes recently. You know, he put a code exotic in one time when he hit 50,000 followers. And he's just been overall more active with the code, so I hope he keeps that up and adds more code knives. This is an interesting idea. Crafting recipes? Like a limited crafting recipe? Maybe like Holiday Saber and Krampus, but maybe you need to craft like always obtainable stuff. Like maybe if you put like Spider and Wrath together, you get like a limited Halloween exotic. Like, no, Spider, Fang, and Wrath, and Behemoth, like imagine you craft those together, you get like a limited Halloween dream. I doubt that's going to happen, but I feel like that's a good idea. Limited pets, I feel like that's a pretty high probability. Obviously there's going to be the Spider Horde in the bundle, but I feel like there are going to be like limited pets, or 1 pet, maybe multiple pets that you could buy in the pet shop. Because that happened with the Easter event. So the Easter event, you were able to buy like the Robo Bunny and the regular bunny from the pet shop. So hopefully we can get something like that in the Halloween update. And in terms of what it could actually be, there's actually a lot of possibilities. Because at the moment, the only like Halloween pet that we have is the Wraith from the Pumpkin bundle. So there could be a lot of things. It could be like a jack-o'-lantern floating around following you. It could be like a zombie or something. It could be a floating brain. So, oh, the zombie wants the brain. I don't know. Who knows? It could be a bat. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Done. Just a bat. Literally. That's actually a great idea. Surprised that's not in Assassin yet. But yeah, you could have like a bat following you around, just floating and flying around, following you. It could have fangs, so it's like, oh, it's a vampire, but it's a bat, because vampires can turn into bats, you know, the spooky stuff. But yeah, those are my predictions for the Roblox Assassin Halloween update in 2018. I know it's not very creative, but, you know, I'm just going to supply the information. I'm just going to let you guys go crazy with your ideas, really. Like, all I'm doing is I'm just saying the premise. I'm really just giving like the premise. You know, what may or may not be added. I'm just gonna let you guys do the creativity and kind of think outside the box and have a really good idea for the update. And I will be sure to heart comments that I think are very creative. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Assassin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, those are the things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!